Have you ever heard other insurance brokers who are more, anti-Medicare Advantage tell you agents only push Medicare Advantage because they make more commission? Or have you, heard your friend or, someone else that's just on Medicare saying stay away from Advantage because these brokers just push it because they make more money? Well, I'm here to tell you that is completely false, okay? This video I'm going to break down why selling Medicare supplements from an agent's perspective actually makes more money than selling you a Medicare Advantage plan. And we're going to go through some numbers today because now this is not a video about is Medicare Advantage good or bad or whatever. This is a video just coming out and saying that I think a lot of, especially brokers, fear-monger clients, and they push, Advantage, you make more money, right? So we're going to go through a few scenarios here. I have my calculator pulled up here. And I want to go through, let's say, I'm going to give you an example of Florida, okay? So Florida is very expensive for Medicare supplements, okay? So I'm going to take a male turning 65, and let's just say, for sake of argument, their Plan G is $250 a month, okay? Now, the average commission for an agent, so you guys know, is about 22%, okay? So that's about $55. So 250 times 0.22, $55 a month times 12, $660, okay, which is already about what a Medicare Advantage plan is for someone, okay, that's turning 65. That is just the supplement. But what about dental? What about vision? What about hearing, right? So let's even take something a little bit less. So let's say a Plan G let's just say it's 150 and I'm getting 22%. Well, that's 33 a month times 12. Okay, so that's about 400. So maybe a little bit less, but once again, what about dental, vision, and hearing? The point I'm trying to make here is it's not just, that whole myth of Medicare Advantage pays agents more, that's why they push it, is mostly nonsense. If an agent is selling you an advantage or a supplement plan and dental and vision and hearing, they're making more than if they were to put you on an Advantage plan. So I might get a lot of slack for putting this out there, but I'm tired of, especially agents, right? There's a lot of these YouTube channels that fear-monger clients with Medicare Advantage, right? Now, I've made other videos on the good and the bad of Medicare Advantage, but what they do is they come and they say, well, do a supplement, right? Go with me because I'm not worried about commission. I want the best plan for you. Well, when you do the numbers, depending on where you're at, they could be making a hell of a lot more on a supplement with all those things than they are in an Advantage, right? And here's the thing, with supplement plans, they go up every single year, right? So let's say I have a new client, they call me, they're on a supplement, they're paying $500 a month. I save them $200 a month, and let's say they're paying $300. Or let's just make it like an example that I've had. Saved a guy, his supplement now is $350 a month times 22%. Now I'm making $924 for the year versus Medicare Advantage, way less than half of that. Okay, so I make this video so that you guys can understand that this whole idea about, oh my gosh, agents make so much on Medicare Advantage, that's why they push it. That's false. Don't believe a lot of these brokers, because what they're doing is they're really padding their pockets. What a broker should do is explain both options and leave it at that. What are the pros and cons of this? What are the pros and cons of that? Mr. and Mrs. Client, based on everything that you've told me, what makes the most sense for you? What are you comfortable with? Boom. And that's what they choose. Instead of trying to play this game of, siding with one or the other and making it very obvious that there is a financial piece to that you don't understand. So I just made this video for you guys to kind of be aware when you hear these things. Listen, Medicare supplement plans are awesome. No one is denying that. Medicare Advantage plans have their place as well. But just remember, when you hear someone say, he's pushing Advantage, he's making more money, chances are that is just not correct. So I hope this video helps. Once again, this was just trying to see and kind of open your eyes to what's actually reality and not listen to everything that you hear people say.